You always gotta have that one guy park far away, and then you always gotta park right next to you. All right, so now that I got that errand over with, now I can get out here and finally clean the car. It's been really cold this past week, down in the 20s, so I haven't had a chance to get it out there and scrub it down. It's covered in salt right now, and I'll show that to you, but finally have a chance to get out here and get it cleaned up. Before I do that, I have to get some things a little organized here. It's always good to have an organized workspace. My workbench is a mess. All my detailing products and all that kind of stuff are spread out everywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that cleaned up before we go out there and get the car washed. So let's get that done. Old license plate. License plate from the Evo. Just a quick tip for you guys. If you're trying to wash your car outside in the cold weather, sometimes your hands get really cold. If you take some buckets up to your water faucet and put hot water in them, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to wash your car and your hands don't freeze. You may be wondering what I threw into these buckets when I was putting water in them. Those black plastic pieces, and basically what they are is they're called grit guards. And what that does is that it traps the actual dirt that comes off the car underneath of those, so it doesn't get mixed up into the water, and then you don't drag it across your paint. I get around this motorcycle, and no, it's not mine. I do not ride motorcycles. So as I mentioned before, I do have Opticoat Pro Plus on this car. So I just wanted to show you what happens to when you pour water on it. Just take your mitt, put it in the rinse bucket, and rub it against that grate on the bottom, and it'll trap all the dirt underneath of it so it doesn't get suspended in the water. All right, so for the wheels, we're going to switch to another wash pad because you don't want to take the the dirt and grime from the wheels and actually spread it across your paint. So we're going to use a blue mitt for that one. And I'm actually going to wash the wheels and the calipers and then the exhaust too with this one. Give you guys a quick tip for your windshield wipers. So basically, when they're down, you actually can't lift these things up without actually hitting your paint. You push this button down here. This is for the people with the push button starts. It's a little bit different if you have an actual key that goes into the ignition. But if you have a push button start, all you gotta do is you push it to turn the accessory mode on, everything turns on, and then actually push it again to turn the car off. And then what you're gonna wanna do is actually push the stalk down and hold it. And you see how they just went up and they actually stay up. So now when you go outside the car, you can actually push them, pull them up without it actually hitting the paint. So here you can see that they're actually up, and now I can pull them up without hitting the paint. That's just a quick tip for you. All right, so I'm racing the sun going down here, but finally got it all cleaned up. This is the first hand wash it's had since I bought the car. So I just started editing the video and I realized that in one of the earlier clips where I demonstrated how the Opticoat Pro Plus works on the paint, that I used an actual Sprite bottle. Now, I'm sure some of you guys kind of got freaked out when I showed that to you, but I just wanted to assure you that I used water. There was no Sprite in that bottle. I would never do that to my car, so I just wanted to clear that up before I ended this video. Other than that, this is the first time that I actually hand washed the car, and it turned out really good, and I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I got to show that to you guys. Please drop a like down below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos coming up here in the near future. Don't forget to reflect and never settle.